ARAL Orientation for School Heads. This session will walk us through the current status of literacy in the country, which serves as the foundation for why the ARAL program is both urgent and necessary. As school leaders, it is important for us to understand the depth of the learning crisis our children are facing, across grade levels, and even up to higher education. By recognizing these challenges, we will be better equipped to contextualize our interventions, align our school priorities, and provide meaningful support to teachers, learners, and communities. Ultimately, this orientation is not just about statistics, but about preparing us to take collective action so that no learner is left behind. Literacy performance across education levels. The literacy crisis in our country is evident at every stage of the learning continuum. At grade 4, Filipino students ranked last among 58 countries in the TIMSS for math and science. By grade 5, 1 in 10 students still cannot read according to SEA-PLM results. At grade 10, the PISA assessment revealed that the Philippines scored lowest in the world in reading, math, and science. Even at the college level, 4 out of 10 students drop out, while graduates face declining returns to education. What this tells us is that learning gaps begin early and accumulate through the years, with lifelong consequences. Early learning foundations. Research shows that children are already falling behind as early as ages 0 to 8. Weak foundations in early literacy and numeracy lead to compounded difficulties later on. By the time they reach grade 3, many students are already 2 to 3 years behind curriculum expectations, making it harder for them to catch up. Addressing this requires targeted interventions during the early years, where the foundations of lifelong learning are built. Learning gaps pre- and post-pandemic. Even before the pandemic, a UNICEF study revealed that by grade 4, most Filipino students were performing at grade 3 level or lower in math and literacy. Alarmingly, about half were only at grades 1 to 2 levels. COVID-19 further widened these gaps, leaving students 2 to 3 years behind expected competencies. This shows that our learning crisis is both structural and aggravated by external shocks like school closures, requiring urgent and sustained responses. CRLA Dashboard Results. The Comprehensive Rapid Literacy Assessment gives us a clearer picture of student performance. Many learners remain at the level of low emerging readers, who know only a few letter sounds and can decode only a handful of words with limited comprehension. Some are transitioning readers who can read with partial fluency, but still struggle with comprehension. The data shows a sharp increase in students reading below grade level compared to the previous school year, amounting to over 1 million learners. This results in a staggering learning gap of about 5.5 years, according to the World Bank. Human Capital Index. The World Bank's Human Capital Index emphasizes how education directly affects the country's future productivity and competitiveness. A learning gap of 5.5 years means Filipino children are completing schooling without mastering essential competencies, limiting their potential contribution to nation building. This has long-term implications on our workforce readiness and national development. Functional literacy in the Philippines. Despite years of formal schooling, about 30% of Filipinos are not functionally literate. The Philippine Statistics Authority's updated definition now requires not just the ability to read and write, but also to compute and comprehend. This redefinition showed that even among college graduates, about 24 to 30% are not functionally literate. This means literacy must not be measured only by years of schooling, but by actual ability to apply knowledge in real-life situations. Reading progress between BOSI and EOSY. Data shows mixed progress. Nationally, there was a 22% increase in grade-level readers from the beginning of school year, BOSI, to the end of school year, EOSY. However, in some schools, students regressed significantly, with declines ranging from 3 to 54 percentage points. This reveals that while interventions are working in some contexts, others are struggling to sustain or even retain literacy gains. Monitoring and differentiated support are therefore critical. Overcoming illiteracy. Despite these challenges, overcoming illiteracy is possible. Focused interventions, adequate resources, and strong collaboration with LGUs and communities are key drivers of success. The CRLA results as of August 2025 remind us that while progress is uneven, with consistent support and strategic actions, literacy levels can be improved. This is a collective effort requiring both systemic reforms and localized initiatives. Thank you for engaging in this important conversation. The literacy crisis is real, but it is not insurmountable. By working together as educators, leaders, and community partners, we can build stronger foundations for our learners and give every Filipino child the chance to succeed.